LEAN remote signature video training. Over the next few minutes, we'll show you how the remote signature process works in LEAN. A job aid is also available in the Systems and Technology tab in the Knowledge Center on Jarvis. Before you get started, it is recommended that you are on the phone with the consumer during the remote signature process. LEAN allows you to obtain the consumer signature by remote signature via DocuSign. Remote signature applications have to be completed within 24 hours of initiating the DocuSign process. If you are enrolling a member on the last day of the month, they must complete the DocuSign process before midnight Central Time for the plan to be effective on the first day of the following month. You and the consumer will see the remote signature option when you access the LEAN website via the browser on your laptop or desktop or online on your tablet via the mobile app. Remote signature is not available offline. The process for completing an MA PDP application in LEAN remains the same until you reach the signature screen. If you choose Sign in LEAN Now, you will see the statement of understanding that you are used to seeing when completing an application in LEAN. If you choose Sign via email with remote signature, a box titled Signing with Remote Signature will appear that contains detailed instructions on how the consumer will sign the application using DocuSign. Scroll down to the Consumer Email field. If you enter the consumer's email on page 2, the applicant information page, it will auto-populate here. Otherwise, enter it now. In order to use remote signature, the consumer must provide an email address. You must not use your email address in place of the consumer's for those consumers that do not have an email address. Next, you and the consumer will create an access code. The code must be between 5 and 15 characters long, may have both letters and numbers, and is not case sensitive. Special characters, hashtag, $, etc. are not required. Your email will auto-populate from your profile in Jarvis. If it does not, please enter your email in the agent email box. Once all the required boxes, as indicated by the asterisks, are completed, click or tap the Launch Remote Signature button. While still in the LEAN application, you will see a page that states Almost Done. Detailed instructions will appear on next steps. Select Close Application to return to the LEAN homepage. You can check the status of this application by clicking or tapping on the My Applications button in the control panel. Select the Action Required tab and you will see the confirmation number that matches the application you just completed and the words Remote Signature in Process. Next, we're going to look at what the consumer will see as they use the remote signature process. At this point in the remote signature process, it is recommended that you are on the phone with the consumer in order to complete the signature process in a timely and smooth manner. Ask the consumer to check the inbox of the email address they provided when you completed the enrollment application and locate and open the email with the subject line, Immediate Action Required, Sign Your Medicare Application. Once they open that email, the consumer should click on the gray Review Document button asking them to view the document. Once they click on the box, a new window will open. Have them enter the access code that you and the consumer created. In this instance, it was 12345, and click on the middle box which says Validate. Once they click on Validate, a DocuSign document window will open and they will see the first page of the enrollment application from LEAN. They can either scroll down using the scroll bar on the right or click on the Start button, which will advance them to the next page. They need to either click or scroll down to the fourth page, which is the Statement of Understanding. The first area which requires consumer action is the Applicant has reviewed and accepts heading. Please ensure they have read and understood the Statement of Understanding. Once they click on the yellow tab or box that says Initial, a dialog box will open that allows them to decide how they want their initials and signature to appear. The consumer may use the signature and initial provided by clicking Adopt an Initial. They may choose to draw their own by selecting the Draw option and creating their own style, or they may upload previously used DocuSign signatures. For today, the consumer will click on the Adopt an Initial box. The initials will populate and the Sign tab will appear. The consumer needs to click on the Sign yellow button and the selected signature will appear. Once that is completed, the consumer needs to scroll to the bottom on the page and click on the Finish button. A button will appear that says Continue, and they need to click on the Continue button. A message will appear telling them they are done, and they will receive an email with a link to the confirmation. You will receive a copy of this email as well. At this step, the application is complete and submitted. Any additional review done from the Your Application is Complete email is optional and not required to submit. Once they open the email, they will see a blue box allowing them to click on it to view completed document. The consumer will have to enter the agreed upon code and hit Validate. But what happens if the consumer clicks on I never received an access code button? If they click on the email link, their email should open and they will be able to email a message to this address. They will see an automated reply directing them to contact their agent for assistance. Reminder, a best practice is to be on the phone with the consumer to avoid this delay. Now that we've covered what the consumer will see, let's look at what you, the agent, will see as the consumer signs and what are some of the items you will see if they don't sign on time or if they click on the I did not receive a code button. We've already shown what an application looks like while waiting on the consumer to sign. As long as the process is moving along smoothly, the only email you will see is when the consumer signs the application. Once you receive the email confirmation that the enrollment is complete, you may view the completed PDF from the submitted application in LEAN. You will need to click on the View Signature document to view the PDF. If a consumer fails to sign within the 24 hours, the status in the Action Required tab of My Applications will read Remote Signature Failed. You need to contact the consumer and ensure they still intend to continue the application process. As a reminder, remote signature applications have to be completed within 24 hours of initiating the DocuSign process. If you are enrolling a member on the last day of the month, they must complete the DocuSign process before midnight Central Time for the plan to be effective on the first day of the following month. If the answer is yes, and they do intend to continue the application process, you can simply click on the application that shows Remote Signature Failed and click on Open App. Once you click or tap on Open App and click on Leave this page, you will return to the Remote Signature page where you can either reinitiate the remote signature process or, if you are meeting physically with the consumer, click on Sign in LEAN Now and sign the application directly in the LEAN app. Once you have verified the email addresses and verified that the consumer knows the access codes, ensure that the attestation is checked and click on the Launch Remote Signature button. You do not have to create a different access code. If, when you speak with the consumer and they have changed their mind about enrolling, you can select the Discard button and the application will be deleted. You will see the Almost Done screen again, and the timer for signature has been reset for another 24 hours. Close the application. When you return to the Action Required tab, you will see that app now states Remote Signature in Process. If you have questions, you can click on the purple Remote Signature instructions on the LEAN homepage, review this video, or contact the Producer Help Desk at 888-381-8581. Thank you for using LEAN to electronically enroll your members.